All right, fellas, we're live on this Friday. You guys seems to be it was no, I got the time right here. It's all good. Don't worry.
I got a
Be happy.
microcontrol,
Yeah,
micromanage,
he does. He does. So today we said we were talking about fixing goals. Not fixing, fix your goal.
correcting, fixing by the
Correcting. Correcting
or
your goal.
not setting, but correcting because
That's
we're
right.
in the first quarter of no, excuse me, we're in the second quarter. Let me rephrase everything. We've completed
Are
the
you
first
okay?
quarter,
Are you okay?
and it's time to look back and say, hey, how am I doing? Am I on target to hit my goal this year? So, Mike, what happens if you figure out, you find out first quarter is done, I haven't hit my goal, or I'm not on the target of hitting my goal? What do you
I,
do?
I think it's time for you to find out the reason why you didn't hit your goal. And after that analysis, after doing that exercise,
Yeah.
then maybe you can readjust the way you're doing it in order for you to be able to attain it.
Okay. Well, that's pretty simple, right?
It's more complicated than said.
But why, Mike? Mike, no one knows where I'm looking, anyways. Why, Jeff? Do
I
most
was gonna
people?
say no, the other one.
What happens when why does so many brokers just decide, look, I'm gonna actually change my goal?
Guys, it's an easy way out. Is first of all the easy way out. Is second of all we're not ready to accept defeats, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna say, you know what, or kind of figure out that excuse of, oh wait, maybe it was too ambitious to do this, so let
Yeah.
me readjust so that I can say to myself that I'm winning or that I will be winning at the end.
Well, it's discouraging, right?
Nobody
You
Absolutely.
wants
look
to
back,
lose.
like look at our projections we made in December or November, was it,
Yeah,
for the first quarter? I don't
that's right.
remember the numbers, but we're completely off.
I remember the
Do you
number
remember the
I
exact
remember
numbers?
the exact number
By
we said
how much
for
are we off by?
Q1.
Like
We're
like
off.
percentages. Well, I don't go into the numbers, but let's say, oh, are we like 50 off,
No,
40, 25,
we're
75?
75 off.
See,
So we only managed to
75% off
reach, yeah, we only managed to reach 25% of that first
of
quarter
that
objective.
first objective of the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's insane. But what are we doing about it, Gabriel? If you want to chip in here.
You have
Did
to
you know, first of all, excuse me, did you know we were
Not
75% off?
75, 67. Sorry.
60, well, it's
Uh,
still a bad
yeah,
number, but it's a big number.
67.
Did you know?
I did. I remember the conversation we had at the beginning of the year, but I would say that the main thing that's the most important is not to actually change the target itself, which I think we discussed, but really to change how we're going to get there. So never the objective, but the
Change the
means.
strategy.
Exactly.
But what did we
100%.
correct? Did we make that? Because now I'm trying to think. I don't think we did though. We're still pretty much doing the same thing. We're refining certain. No, we're realigning towards certain goals. We're saying, hey, let's not drop the ball on this, and that. But we're not changing the whole strategy completely. Mike, what's your input on it? Because you're in the development of the business development.
Well, we've obtained 44% of our objective so far, so we're off by
We're at 44% of the
yeah,
total for the year.
not for the year of that one number that you guys were talking about.
No.
Yeah, but that goal is not the yearly
Yeah, we're
number.
44% away. I
No,
just did
he's
that.
talking
No.
about the challenge goal. It's two separate things.
Yeah, but that's two things. That's two separate things. That's
Okay.
like
Can
just
you
the
mute the
first
phone?
step. That's the first, the first palier. It's not as
No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with the.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a side thing. It's a
Okay.
side challenge.
Okay.
This is arch.
Well, anyways, at the end of the day, I'll say that we're not on course to where we should be.
Let's do
Period.
the math now without divulging the numbers.
What?
Gabriel, who's got a phone?
No, but
by phone?
what Matt you want to do
For the what we attained versus what we were aiming, we're 67% off.
of the first quarter?
Oh, okay, so
Of
first quarter. No, but for the year, what's the number?
It's well, for the year
So while you calculate it,
we're
look,
at 11-12%.
so that's so whoever's watching right now, look back. If I hope to God you had set a goal, first of all, and two, I hope that you looked at after the
15%.
first quarter.
We're at
I hope you're looking
15%.
at. I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry.
But are you looking at those numbers to see, are you aligned? Are you not aligned? Are you on target? And then what am I doing? And we're going to talk about what how to handle that. But sorry, Jeff, go for
So we're at 15%, 30% of the year has passed. But
So
at
we're off.
15%.
So Mike, are you confident that we're going to hit it?
I think it's too early to say until we
Is
do
it?
the proper readjustments that are necessary in order
The
for.
analyzing,
Yeah.
the organizing.
No, not organizing.
Let's take another
No,
3
but
it's not-
months.
it's not- it's
I
not-
said a couple of weeks ago. It said
it's
if
not,
we're
it's not about organizing. If you're off target, you got to know why. If you don't sit down and find out the reason why, then how are you supposed to get better?
But we're in May now. That means we're 1 month into the second quarter, and we're still doing the same things that brought us to the 12%, only 15% of our
15%.
target. So we're not going to hit it.
right now we're
If
not
we
hitting
don't
our
change
target.
course, we're
We're
You
not
want to
hitting our
change
target.
course,
we have to because
or
we're-
you mean
adjust.
you want to readjust? Because
No, not
changing
change.
course, you're changing your target.
and we're not changing the target. We're changing the route, the course we're going to travel down to get to the goal.
Okay.
We're not changing the destination. We're changing the vehicle that we're in. If we are we were in a car, maybe we need to get a faster car or a plane now
A chopper.
because we're not going to hit it.
It's time to get a plane, guys.
So we're 1 month past the second quarter, and we still are doing the same. We're still in that car trying to figure out, how can we get a plane? That's not going to work. I'm happy we're having this conversation today. This is not about you guys. It's about us.
Yeah.
But I want to hear from you and how you feel about it. Do we have any questions or comments?
Let's see one question here that says, do you get anxious when you are, sorry, Steven, I don't see the full screen, in the process of hitting your goal, but it's not going as well as you imagine? So there's like right now, the realization that we're having, do we get stress?
Well, hell yeah. That's why I have no hair and I got the gray beard.
I think you got to remain focused. You know, it's just like think of it like a boxing match. It's 12 rounds, right? So you're gonna look at the long game and tell yourself, I'm gonna try to win that
Until
match.
you get knocked out.
Or that you may be surprised. Some guys are winning the whole thing, and then in 12 round they get knocked out. So it's like you got to stay focused and keep going on where you're going. It's a marathon. It's not a race. And if you don't do it properly, you're gonna lose one way or another. So
do you
these
feel
variables can change along the way. You might have a bad first quarter, and your third quarter you're winning.
Yeah, but I don't want to wait till the fourth quarter.
No, I'm not
well,
saying
that
that.
I knew there was a reaction there because
no,
he says
urgency, baby.
he says we're in a marathon and
Nah.
business is a marathon. You say it all the time. It takes 20 years for a business to. It can take 7 years for a business to get mature.
for the
For
no,
a
but
lot of
wait,
the big businesses,
not for
they
the
get-
yearly goal,
I know.
for the long-term big goal.
I know.
But our target for this year, we're off course. We got to sprint now, not jog
Okay, I get it, but you're gonna sprint
now
how?
with my legs.
I know, but put it this way. You know how when you say all the time, you know what? Forget how to get there, just get there.
Yeah.
Okay, well now if we're going to get there and then now we realize that, hey, it looks like we took the wrong road, what do we do now? Do we just keep going? Do we take a left and see what might be there, or take a right or go there? Or, I don't know. See what happens?
Well, you trust the who's been to that destination, right?
Right.
Hopefully. And what does that person say all the time that you're not doing? Maybe that's one thing to do and to reflect upon. And this would be a solution for you guys if you figure out that shit, I'm not going to hit the target. Who's obtained that target? And let me consult with them and let me ask them what I should do that I'm doing wrong. So we have these meetings, Mike, if we want to get intimate with we have
let's
these
get
meetings
intimate.
and we talk about what? We talk about the output. We talk about what do we do every Monday? What do we look at every day when we
All
talk?
the numbers.
So are we hitting those daily quotes, guys?
Not all the time.
Never.
So that is no.
So there you go. So it's not about you're in the wrong vehicle. You're just not actually doing the work that's required in order for us to get to the goal. When the goal was set, it was based upon what? Those parameters, but we're not reaching them.
the parameters have changed.
No,
yes,
they have
changed.
not changed.
They have not been always the same. They have changed.
I'm happy you say that because Jeff, that's what one thing we were talking about earlier. I think is
Yes.
blaming. I'm not saying you're blaming,
Yeah.
but you are saying that well, it's not me, it's the market. It's not me, it's the technology.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's the circumstances of the team members leaving or quitting or
It's
hiring or
variables
the
that I
new
do not
this or
have control.
we had no electricity, we had no internet, the computer broke,
No,
the
what I'm
car
saying,
was
what I'm saying is it's an adjustment. Just like when we talked about if your destination is Florida and you get a flat tire, it wasn't anticipated, but you might not make it there at the same time that you anticipated from the beginning. You still got to readjust, maybe speed down the highway, and the last miles that you're going through, you're going a lot faster than you did before.
or you become more creative and you decide, hey, wait a minute, I have money. Let me just buy a
Or
plane.
you don't have money because you're limited with the amount of money, and you continue where you're going.
who's got the money could be the other question you ask
That's
in
another
your
thing, too.
little scenario. But let's go back to us. When we set the targets as a team, it was based upon certain outputs daily, right?
Yes.
But we're saying we're not reaching those for all sorts of reasons. We have to make sure we hit those in order to decide it's the what we're doing that's not working before we
Yeah.
change the main. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So, do we have questions or people that want to share about their own experiences with their goals? I can't see anything from the screen. I got the big light, but I'm
No,
assuming
but-
that because no one's
So
looking at me
my,
or
the
reacting.
question, there's a question, and the question is, you mentioned, you talked about you got to do what was planned,
before
what
you
was
decide
before
to change it.
changing before changing, but to do to what was planned, what let's say it takes you 6 months to do that actual work, so that means you wasted 6 months.
Yes, you wasted 6 months. And then what's the
So
tendency?
and the other question is, okay, well, if the original plan, why is it taking 4 months or 5 months now to realize that we're not getting to that original plan of output and
No, it didn't
etc.
take that long. We knew from the get go.
So
Right.
what do you do about it?
Well,
So when not you, but like what a business owner, what a business owner or what
Yeah.
a broker will do about it, should be doing about it.
well,
Because
you
you
ca-
just said that after 5 months, even though we knew since the beginning,
yeah.
we still didn't do much, right?
Man, there's many different scenarios because when we talk about us, we're talking about we're many people. But for most
Yes.
brokers watching, they're by themselves. So
Yes.
I would say it's because of themselves, right? They decided or gave their excuses as to why they didn't do their daily whatever they were supposed
Daily
to do.
objectives.
And so before you go change the goal, look at what you've been doing and then have that honest conversation with you. Well, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's not the goal. It's not the market. It's not the outside things. I'm not even doing what I was set to do. Now, maybe you chose the wrong things, as we said, because you never got to the destination and you underestimated what it would take to get to the destination. But
Right.
that's where you need help. And that's why we have people that say, look, let me help you, or go see someone that's done it before, or that has attained a greater result than you or a bigger objective, because they've went down that road. So it's a great way to get to know, am I doing the right things? And to listen carefully and to do it. Now, I've done it before when we talk about us, and when I remind and I scream and yell in a nice way every morning, every Monday, every day, saying, did we hit the target? Did we hit the target? And we have to hit the target. It's because I know that if we're not going to end with the goal. And that's what's going on right now. So important to listen to people that have done it.
So
and not try to
bottom
read
line, listen.
Well, yes,
Listen.
if you really care about attaining that goal. Now, I think that there's a
Are you
mixture.
saying that we don't care?
I think there is some of that because it's the feeling of I'm doing what I can, and that feeling of.
I beg to differ.
Please be vocal about it.
I beg to differ.
That's the conversation.
I beg to differ. I
So,
think
Mike,
that-
do you not care?
do you think I don't care?
No, I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I'll
I'm asking
answer
in your
after.
opinion. In your opinion, I know how I feel. How do you feel?
I'm the moderator of this talk. show.
Moderator. It's a collective conversation. It's a collective
It
conversation.
hurts to talk about that.
So while you ponder on this, let's talk about our crown project. exclusive project. So Metal Group is finally in new construction. So we have this amazing new condo project in Hansik. Let's go to the video. If everyone have any questions, this project is exclusive to Metal Group brokers and members. So go ahead, enjoy this unit that we filmed, and we'll talk in a few minutes. While Gabriel is dying in the background, Mike.
So, Mike,
Do you care?
I don't. I guess I don't care.
Oh, there you go.
The
Now you
tears
have
are
your
coming.
answer.
What?
The tears are coming
Yeah.
again.
Sniff, sniff.
So maybe that's why there were tears this morning.
maybe it's not wrong to have these conversations. I think we don't talk about this enough, to be really honest with ourselves. You know, like it's what why is everybody so shy to talk about it? We have to. This is the reality of every self-employed person out there, and so let's talk about it. Let's be honest. We're in May. We're not doing what's required, and that's why we're not hitting the target. And let's stop trying to blame all kinds of things, and let's accept that and then let's forget about what we did and start fresh again and say, okay, I've now accepted that.
Mike, why why you don't agree? I can say I'll answer after.
Please do.
I personally don't agree.
On what, though?
On a lot of things.
Go
And for one, I think that the proof is in the pudding. So when somebody goes out of their
Jello?
way, no.
Jello? We're talking about Jello?
Somebody
Proof
goes
is in the
if
pudding.
anybody that goes out of their way, out of their norm to make sure that something functions,
Yeah.
would show that they care. I don't drive from here to go out of town to go pick up mics because I have nothing else to do.
That's not what we're saying.
But that's my point. My point, you asked if I care.
Did
I think-
You
I
asked
think-
if you cared.
No, because what you were saying is that if we're not ain't obtaining those objectives, or if we're not aligned into our objective, but if we're not doing or
That's
knowing not the output, is
I did
because
ask
maybe
that. I
it's
thought it was you. You're
it's
right.
because we don't care, or
So,
might not
so
care
it's
as
the
much.
wrong question then, I guess.
So it's the right question.
The right question is, or the right question you should ask yourself if you're by yourself is, how can I get help? How do I get can I get to the point where I'm actually doing what was set on the daily, on the weekly, so that
How do I realign?
if I'm not able to, because it's possible, right?
It is possible.
What-
I think that at the end of the day, it's better management.
No,
Just
but
a-
you're self-employed, right?
No, as a self-employed person,
But
you
how?
still need to be better managed. You need
By
to
who?
manage it better.
By
Whoever it
yourself?
is that's taking care of yourself. If it's yourself, it's yourself. If you have another person, you need to manage that person and you to make sure that everything goes in sync the way it's supposed to. And everything has to be aligned in that way. If you're working somebody else, that person has that task to fulfill. You got your task to fulfill, and you guys have to hold each other accountable if one or the other
Yes.
doesn't fulfill those
But if
tasks.
you're by yourself, my wife is
Oh, so Maria's putting Etienne on the spot.
saying, don't do that
it's-
because I can't read it.
So Etienne forgets sometimes about the human factor. You're not a robot either. He will disagree.
No, I agree that we're not robots. That's for sure. And I saw a thing actually on robots. It's quite fascinating.
You saw how he deviated the subject.
No, you're right.
No, she's saying that you.
I am hard.
Let's not forget about the human.
But why am I here? To make sure we get to the goal. So I'm not here to tell you, oh, we're doing a great job, or to tell myself this is perfect, we're doing a great job.
Yeah, so if yesterday you were watching, he was very proud to say that all week long he was telling everyone that we were doing a great job and he appreciated the work of everyone, and he was doing so. Are you saying now
No,
that
look, it's not a.
are we putting Etienne on the spot? You know
Please
what?
put
I
me on
love
the
this.
spot.
I
Put me on the
love this.
spot. I love
This
this.
episode.
You have to know that you're not aligned to hit the target. You got to know. If you don't know, then you're just lying to yourself, is my point. So surround yourself with the right individual. Go and get the help if you feel like, shit, I'm not hitting my target. I'm not going to hit my target for the year. Don't rectify the goal is what the whole point of this conversation is.
Yeah.
Don't set the bar lower because you haven't been doing. Go get the help. Go see someone that's done it, like myself. For most of the audience that we're looking at, Mike, you're
Yes, sir.
doing a great job. You're a devoted individual. No one doubts that. Gabriel, same here. Jeff, well, Steven, I don't know, but you're all in. You're all in. But it doesn't mean that we're not necessarily missing certain things on our day-to-day to get to the goal. Do we have any comments or questions? I see Annie Payan is joined. Thank you, Annie, from Remax. We have Karim chez Tata 9. Vincent Labranche. You got to go the other way, my friend.
No, it's going up. It's all
I
good.
can't see with the
Keep
light.
going.
Jess Tremblay, always a pleasure, and thank you for that question earlier. Ashley Dixon. So, any other comments, question, Jeff? Emotions, Mike? You want to?
Hey, we have also Christopher Saladar that joined. By the way, Christopher Saladar, we're gonna reach out. Our team is gonna reach out to set up a live. We talked about it.
Well, I'm
during,
so sorry. Actually, we were supposed to connect, and I think I completely missed on that one. So let's do something together for sure. If someone maybe can write directly to Christopher.
Let's write him a DM.
Super nice guy. I had the chance to meet him. Very nice guy, and he has a great channel too. We could share that too.
Absolutely.
I think what you said was.
Oh, we're going back.
Oh,
To
he
the,
wants going
the
back.
emotions are coming.
And I quote, you said that at the end of the day, the commitment of a person to something is worth a lot more than the results that come at the end. Because if you're committed to do what you're supposed to do, then the results will eventually, come to fruit.
And not within that time period. Yes, absolutely. You said it also. The business is not a short-term game. It's a long-term game. But if we're trying to, in the short term, hit a certain target, it's important to just understand that I'm missing the target here if I don't correct the alignment. And that's all I was trying to say. Don't change that long-term target. Don't change that short-term target. But we have to be accountable as to we need to get the job done. We got to work on our business on the day-to-day and not blame all the other factors. And I'm not saying you are or anybody in the team is. I just like to put into context to everybody that's looking. We talk about real things that are real. This is what we're going through. These are our objectives that we haven't reached. I think it's good. If I'm watching someone, I want to know that it's real. And this conversation is real. And that's the whole point. It's not scripted and that's why you got emotional.
So that's why the emotion first for real, and you guys didn't see there was the fist. I saw the fist was about to come. I'm
there's no
kidding.
fist.
He was about to jump on.
No, but people, you're commenting, or my wife's saying that
Of
I'm a hard.
course.
I'm not hard. I'm real. I'm a hard. I am hard, but I'm harder on myself than anybody here, and it's because I want to get to the objective. I want to make sure we as a team get to the goal, and it's your duty if you're a leader out there. And that's what I have to say about that. Did we talk about the condo projects? We did.
We did.
We
did.
The what? We have this great. Let's roll the video. Are we? What's the time?
No,
frame
well,
here?
we had around a minute, so we can actually talk about the contest.
Well, we have a little video.
So
on
we
that.
have a
So
little
we're gonna
video.
run that video. We're gonna see everybody tomorrow.
That's right.
And Jeff for TikTok will be explaining what you guys for every other platform you see on the video.
That's right. So enjoy and have.
You want to win $10,000 worth of Apple products? It's simple. Stay tuned for the 100th episode of The Growth Show. For every like, share, comment, and subscription, you get an extra entry to our contest.